Devoe. Devoe. I expect that would make the gentleman to your right your husband. Clifford Devoe. I'm a big fan of your work. Sir, I believe it'll have an enormous impact on our future. Thank you for coming, and Professor, good luck.
Who's asking? Barry Allen? Or the Flash?
How did you?
Oh, please. The little secret is one of the more underwhelming revelations I have uncovered.
Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a video on The Flash Season 4, and we're going to be reviewing Episode 7, titled, Therefore I Am. So this episode overall was a great episode, probably my favourite of the season, so we're going to be breaking it down, going through some plot and character, but if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, and subscribe if you're new so you don't miss any DC TV videos this year. So the crossover is next week, guys. You're not going to want to miss that, so turn on notifications so you get notified, because I'm going to be reviewing all 4 episodes, so it's going to be crazy. So in this episode we get a lot of stuff to do with the Thinker. It is revealed that he was actually at the particle accelerator when it actually exploded through flashbacks. We got quite a lot of flashbacks in this episode, and his thinking cap actually works to make his brain enhanced, and he actually gets powers, so his mind is basically enhanced, so he can actually solve everything in the world's problems. But that comes with side effects, and he develops all these problems, like he's now a cripple, and he's slowly dying. So I think with him actually dying, that wasn't part of their plan, so their plan is going to have to speed up, and that's probably why he actually tried to get the flashback so soon, because he needed his plan to go into actual fruition. So in this episode, we get Harrison Wells from Earth 1, he's back, so Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, is back, and this is probably my favourite part of the episode. We get some footage from the pilot episode during season 1, and it's just so great to get back there, and they did a really good job of actually shooting Harrison Wells like he's actually the Earth 1 one, so I think Tom Cavanaugh did an awesome job in this episode. He was probably my favourite thing. And Harrison Wells of Earth 1 says, "Clifford Devoe, I'm a big fan." So he obviously knows that he's actually going to become the Thinker, because remember, the Reverse Flash used to be obsessed with the Flash, and he will know all of his villains, and he's from the future, so he definitely knows about Devoe and what he's going to become, that he's one of Barry's greatest enemies. So he knows that he was going to be there, and he knows that he's going to get powers somehow from the particle accelerator explosion, and it's revealed that Clifford actually knows that Harrison Wells knows that the particle accelerator is not going to work properly. So that's just an example of how brilliant his mind was even before he got powers. So he is a metahuman, and Devoe has thought everything through, and he's planned everything. He's the one actually controlling what Barry does, and he's always one step ahead, and that was heavily emphasized in the episode, so I think it's really good how they used him in this episode. And I'm now really intrigued with Devoe's story, because this episode has been a big episode for him. It was really solely around him, and we got to explore his origins and how he became who he is today, and why his plan has to go on right now. So we got an awesome Spider-Man Easter egg in this episode. Barry says, "My spidey sense is tingling," and that just gave me flashbacks to the Spider-Man animated series, because I remember watching that when I was a kid, and I thought the inclusion of this was really cool, how they actually referenced that, and it was just a way that Barry was saying, "Oh, I have a bad feeling about this guy, you guys should too." So Barry within the episode is obsessed with the Thinker, and he thinks 100% that Clifford is trying to outthink them and try and make them think that he is innocent and that he has nothing to do with this guy controlling them. And we know as the spectator that he's actually the Thinker. And at the end of the episode, it is revealed by Devoe to Barry that he is the Thinker, the guy controlling them. And obviously this was part of his plan to actually reveal all the stuff to him. And then Team Flash by the end of the episode find out, and Cisco does the think and name drop, and it's kind of cool how they actually reveal to the team that this guy is the villain, and because the whole episode they were thinking, oh no, he's just a cripple, how can he be a villain? Oh Barry, you just have PTSD from Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash. And I'm just happy that they didn't drag this on too long, that they kept it in one episode, because now we know what's happening, and now Team Flash knows what's happening, and now his plans can go into fruition. So it is also revealed at the end of the episode that the chair actually helps him to survive, and we see that part of his head actually detaches and wires connect from the chair into his brain, and you can see his brain comes out, and obviously the wires help him to think, and also the chair helps him to survive, so I'm guessing those wires are something to do with that. And that scene was pretty graphic. I was like, ugh, this guy just took half of his head off. So it's explained why there's these two different versions, even though they're not two different versions. He turns into this version of himself once he takes part of his head off, and you know, when he's in the blue chair, it's him actually trying to survive, because it's like a life support system, sort of a bit like what Eobard Thawne had in season 1, but that was like a life support system for his speed force energy to actually build up. So it's instead him surviving, and it obviously somehow enhances his intelligence a tiny bit and makes his mind stabilized. So the last thing I want to mention in this video is that Wally West is back. He name drops a starfish from outer space, and guys, if you don't know, he is referencing the villain Starro. So he's a big DC Comics villain in the comics, and he's a big alien invader, and there's loads of different adaptations of Starro that you can actually look at, and he's just a really nice Easter egg that Wally drops. So Wally's back. He's going to be in the wedding next week, as we saw in some of the trailers. So anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching this review for The Flash Season 4 Episode 7. So please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shot free.